be successful. I mean, my issue with the whole thing with the Harvard lawsuit is that why are Asians being punished for doing well?
Will you explain the lawsuit for people that don't know what we're talking about?
Okay, so it turns out that for decades now, Harvard has been discriminating against Asians and requiring them to have higher SAT scores than people of other ethnic backgrounds in order to get the same chance of admission. And then more recently, it's been shown that, okay, so Asians do well with SAT scores, they do well with extracurricular activities. So the only way that admissions committees can actually penalize them is through rating their personality. So seeing them as, less likable, things like that, because they're subjective. And, I find it amazing that very few liberal outlets have covered this. The New York Times has been one. But outside of that, it's been very few, and it's really disappointing. And no one has, I wrote about this for the Globe and Mail, and I was amazed no one had heard about this story at all.
Well, not only that, even when it was covered in the New York Times, everybody's like, okay.
Yeah, let's go on with our day.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Like in and out.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was about any other subject or any other race or gender that's being discriminated against, if it was discrimination against black people in the same, systematic way or systemic way, it would be outrageous.
Yeah.
People would go crazy.
Yeah.
And even more insane that you're doing it to the most successful people.
Yeah.
The most successful in terms of academics, because that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
The problem
it's
is
not helping society either.
No.
If I were not Asian, I would be saying the same thing. I don't think it makes sense to take people who are doing well and hold them back.
No.
If you want your society to do well, I think the solution would be to help people who are not doing as well. Don't penalize the people who are doing well.
Well, I think there's a fear of Asians in this. And I'm not bullshitting. And I've been obsessed with this company Huawei recently.
Yeah.
And I got obsessed with them for two reasons. One, because I read an article about the superiority of